What's happening YouTube? It's Simon 466 Cards. And today we might be making history. We're going to do something that I believe has not been attempted in the sports card hobby or in the history of niche YouTube content creation. And that is, I'm going to attempt to calculate the likelihood of breaking even when opening a box of a specific product. Now, you might have heard people say, oh, the break even or the ROI on a box of Prism, Select, Optic, whatever, is 20%, 30%, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, whatever it is, right? But none of that is based off of actual data. It's a lot of guesswork. It's a lot of anecdotal evidence people heard or see or they think, or they've talked to a breaker who says this, that, or the other. But it's mostly based off of hearing and guessing and gut instinct, right? It's not actually based off of real and hard data. But I'm going to do it based off of hard data. And so that is the possibly historic moment that we're going to create today. The product we're going to focus on is Panini One and One. The reason why we're able to do it for this set is almost all of their cards are serial numbered, and it's a very simple product. It's a very high-end product, but it's a very simple product, and that makes it easier to calculate. So that's what we're going to do today. So just a quick breakdown if you're not familiar with One and One. It's 2 cards to a box. You'll see here, 1 autograph. Each box contains 1 autograph, and then the other card is a base card, a base parallel, or an insert. So that right there is your print run. Each box contains 1 autograph. So I just calculate all of the autograph in the set, and that's your total print run. And that's the one piece that's missing for other people to calculate the ROI or the break-even percentage on other products. We don't know the print runs for most products from Panini and Topps. I'd say almost all. But this one is different. Panini One and One, you can calculate this. And so that's what I've done. That's what we're going to do today. And there is one piece to this that I want your help in, which I will get to later on in the video. So I went to the website, I downloaded the Cardboard Connection website, I downloaded the full checklist down here. And the one other piece of information that's important is that hobby boxes are roughly $600, $595. So, and that'll be important as well. So here's the Excel spreadsheet, and the most important column here is column E. This is, it says SEQ, which I assume stands for sequence, but this is the serial number on each and every card. This spreadsheet is 2,838 rows. So there's 2,837 different variations of cards within Panini One and One in 2022. That's a lot of variations, but I can imagine there's way more in other products like Prism, Select, and Optic. And what I've done is in column F here, I've created basically a 1 or 0 signifier, or sorry, a 1 signifier for any card that's an autograph card, right? Because there's 1 autograph card in each box. I just count the number of boxes, and that's a little print run. So that's what I've done. For any card that has the word autographs or signatures in the title, I've put the number 1. If it's not, I just leave it blank. So you can see here these base cards, I've left it blank. And if we scroll down here, these rookie autographs, and I think there's some jersey autographs, jumbo jersey autographs, I put a 1. And then what I do is I just multiply the serial number by whether or not this number has a 1. So if it's 0, then I don't include it. And that's your total auto pop count. So that's what I've done here. You sum it all up, and you can see here the sum in the bottom of your screen here. 38,557. So that is the total print run for 2022 Panini One and One basketball. 38,557 boxes were manufactured, were produced. And so that is a very helpful number because we need a denominator, and that is what we need, right? So step 1 complete. We have the total print run. Now step 2 is how many boxes we would break even on. And so what I've done here in column J is calculated or estimated whether each and every one of these 2,837 cards are worth above $500 or below $500. The reason why I'm choosing $500 is there's 2 cards in each box. So for the second card in the box, I'm assuming that it's worth roughly $100. And so you need this card to fill in that extra $500 gap to get to a break even of $600 in value, right? And so you can see here, there's going to be a lot of ones on the screen. So sorry, buddy. None of his cards I have above $500, not even his one of one. And I've done this for each and every single card. So if the card is worth below $500, I put a 1 here. If the card is worth above $500, I put a 0 here. So the first 0 you'll see here is this Trae Young Timeless Moments Autograph Black, one of one. You can see here the serial number is 1. So I say that I believe is worth over $500. So that is a 0. And I do this for this whole list. And the part where I want your help in is to validate this file. Because again, it's 2,837 different lines. I did look at the entire file, but I might have made a mistake. So I will put the file online. It is on this OneDrive link. I will put the link to this file in the description below. If you see something in there that you don't agree with, mention it in the comments below and I will take a look at it. So for example, let's just scroll to a random spot here. If you believe that this base rookie, let's pick Kenny Lofton Jr., serial numbered out of 6, which I have as worth less than $500. If you believe that it is worth more than $500, you let me know and I will take a look and maybe make the change, and it'll update on in the file on the SharePoint, and so maybe the numbers will change from what you see now as people give feedback. Or maybe I've done this perfectly. Unlikely, but possibly, right? So you can see here a lot of ones still. The only base rookie fresh off the line pink is this Jalen Williams card that I do have as worth more than $500, right? And then what I've done in this file is all the cards that are worth less than $500 that I've again signified with a 1, I then just total them up. I multiply this binary number here with the serial number to create the total print run under 500, and then on the flip side, if it's above 500, then I just multiply the print run by the binary number, right? So I've done this for, again, all 2,830 whatever cards. Oh, one thing I should point out is there are a set of cards that do not have serial numbers. They are these Timeless Moments cards. And so if I've estimated it to be 100, and then the other ones are downtowns, if I can find it. Where is it? There it is. These downtowns I've estimated to be at 101 and 102 for a couple. The reason why I estimated that is I know the gap between the number of serial numbered auto cards and the serial numbered non-auto cards. And the numbers 100 roughly actually balance it out quite perfectly. And as a result, that's why I'm able to put these numbers in and estimate them to be at roughly 100. So enough of this, this build up. I'm now going to show you the results. And so here's where we are. Like I said earlier, the total pop count is 38,557 for autos and non-autos, right? Remember, there's 2 cards in each box. So as a result, I've estimated that there's 500 Timeless Moments and just a little over 2,000 downtown cards, because that is the number that fills in the autos to match the non-auto cards, because there's 2 cards in every box. When I sum up all the cards above $500, which is, again, this column here, you can see here, over $500, you can see here, this number is 6,511. So that's what this number is right here, which means that there are 70,603 cards worth below $500. And so what we do here is we know, again, the total print run is 38,557. The number of cards above $500 to help you break even is 6,511. So 6,511 divided by 38,557 is 17%. So the likelihood of you breaking even or making some money is 17% when you buy a box of 2022 Panini One and One basketball for roughly $600. 17%. That is not good. When you buy a box of Panini One and One, you are burning money. You might as well just light it on fire. Or send it to me, if you feel like it. But I think this number is going to be a number that's lower than most people expect. I think people have said 20, 30, 40%. I've done the math for you. And again, you can check the file on the OneDrive and let me know if there's any numbers in there that you don't agree with. But I believe this to be somewhat pretty accurate. 17% of boxes you're going to get your money back on. That means 83% of boxes you will lose money on if you buy them from Panini for One and One. And I imagine this ROI, or this break-even probability is not out of line with other Panini products. We're talking Select, Optic, Contenders Optic, Prism, and all of them. Even the high-end stuff, National Treasures, Flawless, Immaculate. I think this number is in the neighborhood of those other products. And that's why I've never bought a box since I was a teenager. And that was many, many years ago, right? If you're buying boxes for investment purposes or for the ROI, don't. Sell them. Sell them back on the open market because they're not worth your time to open and rip. And I would say this is an indication that all wax prices are overvalued. And so if you've bought wax thinking that wax prices will go up, I think this is a sign that there is a lot of downside to even owning wax because of how mispriced or overpriced it is compared to the value inside. And so that gap between wax and singles prices has to decrease in my mind, because I think we're reaching a point where people are no longer buying wax because of just how bad the ROI is. And we've seen that with the infamous Blez video, where he talks about how all the breakers are turning into repackers. Well, it might be because nobody's entering breaks anymore, or a lot fewer people are, right? And so I think this math shows that a reset might not be the worst thing in the world for the hobby. And what that looks like, I don't know. But again, if you have some time over the holidays and you want to check in on my assumptions of which cards are worth over $500 or less than $500, take a look in the description below. Take a look at the file. Put in a comment if you think a certain card is miscategorized, and I'll take a look at it because I'm gonna have some time over the holidays as well. I would love to hear your comments about my approach. Am I missing something? The math behind this, and what your thoughts are on this 17% number that I've come to. I believe I've been pretty objective with the methodology, but the 17% shocked me. I thought it'd be closer to 25, maybe 30, if we're gonna be honest. But that's the thing is, when you're just basing off of gut feel and what other people say, right? It's actually not based off of real data, then you might be off by a little bit. And so that's what we're at. Anyways, that's it for this, I guess, possibly historic video that I've made here, the first of its kind on YouTube. We're getting close to the holidays here, so I want to thank everybody who's listened to my videos and followed me and subscribed. I do appreciate it, and I hope you and your families enjoy the holiday season. Thank you as always for listening and watching. I will talk to you all soon. Cheers.